Here we go. Congratulations. You're about to learn how to have X-ray eyes.
Diamond Club hopes you have enjoyed this program.
That was the wrong opening. There we go. Hello, you beautiful people. Today is day 117 of office hours. That means we are back to our Scam School. Scam School, of course, is the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the street. Oh, you beautiful people. My name is Brian Brushwood, live back again in Austin, Texas. Thank goodness. I had a brief sojourn out on the West Coast. It's all for a very, very good cause that we'll discuss. But before we get to any of that stuff, we got to get you guys winning free drinks at the bar. We are now on to episode 17 of Scam School. If you missed it, Scam School was the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the street. Now this is the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the street. Nailed it. We'll fix it in post. So as we always do, we're going to start off by watching the entire episode. You guys are going to ask your questions, and then I am going to respond to all of them afterwards. Then we'll go through the rest of the office hours agenda. Quick note on this one. The title, starting now, the titles that I put on the Scam School episodes are going to be different than the originals. This is the episode that necessitated that change. It, well, you'll understand. It turns out that magic needs to fool people. And if you title an episode The Method by Which a Trick is Achieved, it's not a very big fooler. This was the episode where we learned that. 17 episodes in, and that is the one we're going to watch today. I'm not going to tell you the original title. You'll see it when we get to it. But now, let's take a look at the original episode 17 of Scam School. This episode of Scam School brought to you by GoDaddy.com. Welcome to AA's Unspoken 13th Step, Scam School, the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the street. I'm your host, Brian Brushwood, and what you're going to learn today has everything. It has superpowers, it has magic, it has deception, chicanery, and best of all, you'll end up getting a free beer. I give to you the power of X-ray vision. All right, we're going to play a little game here, all right? This is, we're going to give 3 chances. I figure there's 3 of you guys. Could be that you're going to walk off with each of you getting a free beer on me.
Nice.
All right? Now, I'm a pretty good guesser, so here's what I've done. I put a quarter under each of these 5 bottle caps. A quarter under each of these 5 bottle caps. Now, these aren't quarters. If you just stole the quarter, you'd be like, whoop-de-doo, I could play a video game. But instead, each of these quarters represents 1 beer. So here's what we're going to do. Each of you, one at a time, will have a chance to steal 1 beer. If I turn around though, so I'm going to turn around, I'm going to face the other way, and in fact, one of you can do the stealing, the other 2 of you can watch me to make sure there's no way that I'm cheating, all right? Then I'm going to turn around. I'm very, very observant. I can usually tell if even one of these has shifted a hair. And I'm going to guess which one I think is the one you stole it from. If I guess correctly, you got to give it back, and you missed your chance to win a beer.
Are we allowed to lock them all up so that you can't?
Yeah, can we put this one over there and this one over there?
I don't know. Let's start off easy here. That's not a bad idea. We'll start off. Who wants to go first? You want to go first?
Not ladies first.
All right, here we go. You guys make sure I don't cheat. I'm going to face over this way. All right? You'll have to tell me when it's done because I'm facing the other way.
Are you done? Yeah, he's done.
She's got it?
She's done.
All right. I'm not 100% sure, but I thought this guy was twisted at a different angle. Aha! I told you, I'm good. All right, who's next?
Go for it, Mike.
You ready?
Sure.
All right, now here, you guys watch. Make sure there's no cheating.
Gotcha.
Right? And in fact, here, you go ahead and cover my eyes so I can't even look. Right? There's no way.
Yeah, this is like prom night. Sorry, I had to make the joke. All right, good.
All right. I mean, it's like some of these are. Did you mess with more than one of them?
No, sir.
You promise?
Oh, the pinky flare.
Oh, okay.
That's good, that's good.
All right, I'm glad you did that because now I know for sure it's this one right here. 2 for 2. All right, you know what? We are going to do this. Here's what I'm going to let you do. You steal one of those, and then you go ahead and move them all around.
Okay.
And I'm gonna see if I can figure out which one it is.
Okay.
All right. Same deal. I'm gonna look away.
Watch him.
I'm gonna look. But if I get this third one, you gotta admit that's pretty freaking kick-ass and buy me a beer.
Deal.
All right. There we go. All right.
Make
There
sure
you
I
go.
have money.
Make sure I can't cheat.
Okay. All right. And all right.
Is he done? Oh, okay. You're watching me. Sorry. I probably should keep my eyes closed then.
Word.
All right. You took one.
Yeah.
And you mixed
I
them all
follow
up.
this. Yeah.
You're gonna freak.
All right.
That's right.
That's impressive.
You guys ready for this? Now, you guys were such good sports, I'm gonna let you in on the gag.
All right.
I'm not that good a guesser.
I didn't think so.
What I do, though, is I do have a lot of friends. And before you guys came over here, I made friends with that guy right over there.
You son of a bitch.
That's all it
That's
takes.
cool.
Let's
Awesome.
see. If you have a coaster, if you have a coaster, you place it on the corresponding spot on the coaster,
Wow.
and that's how it's there. You guys like that? Is that
That
worth
was
a free
awesome.
beer?
Yeah,
All right,
that
well,
is.
pony up. Give me that free beer. Thank
what
you
do you
guys.
want?
That was great. You did great as well. Hey, you know what? Buy him the beer.
very
He's
much.
the one who earned it.
All right, PBR or what do you want?
Now remember, the strength of this gag is based on your friends having no idea about your secret accomplice. So make sure to pick somebody they've never met before. Go up to them, buy them a drink, slip them a $5 bill, make sure your friends aren't around, and if they have no idea that he's in on it, you are home freaking free. Make sure also to set up a plausible explanation, not that you actually have super secret x-ray eyes, but that you're noticing tiny adjustments in the way the bottle caps are placed. If they believe that you have eagle eyes, they're much more likely to be blown away than if they think you're trying to sucker them and thinking you have x-ray eyes. Now don't forget, I know you're going to have great stories of you guys pulling off these gags, so make sure to post them at revisionfree.com/scamschool on the forums. Any questions, or if you want to suggest your favorite bar scam, write me directly at brian@revision3.com. We use your submission on the air, I'll send you a copy of my book, and don't forget, next time we're going to do a very special tribute to the patron saint of Scam School, Robert Downey Jr. Until then, I'm going to go get a drink. Now a quick word from the people who really are buying our drinks here at Scam School, GoDaddy.com. Keep your personal information away from spammers, hackers, and your crazy ex-roommates. Private domain registration from GoDaddy.com protects your privacy by keeping your address, phone number. Now remember, the strength of this gag is based on the fact that your friends have no... Sorry, misspoke. Now remember, the strength of this gag is based on your friends having no idea about your secret accomplice. So make sure to use somebody... This is it. I'm going to get it this time. You ready? Yeah. Tell them that you're seeing noticeable tiny adjustments in the way that the caps are placed. That'll... I got nothing. Couple things to remember when you're pulling this gag. First of all, make sure that they have no idea about your special friend. I don't want to say special friend. That's just, she's not. Your secret buddy. Your secret buddy. Your special secret buddy. Your secret lover. All right. I look like I'm in a goddamn bukkake film. See?
Wow. All right. So a couple notes on that. Yeah, I'm breaking style guide. I'm going to stop playing free ads for, whoops, look at that. It's me mere seconds ago. Welcome to the recursive loop. Okay, so let's figure out, where do we want to begin? For some reason, oh no. This is all screwed up. Go back. I lost my thing. Go to content, go to history. Where did Code Drink go? Okay, let's talk about that title. Code Drink. That one slipped by me. I was not paying attention. When we were going through the episode, I was focused on the content, which I thought was quite good. There's a number of moments that stick out to me. First of all, I liked the framing where we were able to see this guy do his thing, and my hope was that it was always on screen right in front of you, and that you might, if you were clever enough, pick up on its own. Unfortunately, with the title Code Drink, it sort of tips the whole thing. It primes your mind in the wrong way. So everybody was quick to point out this one was too obvious. Now, in the early days, that was catnip. That was red meat for Brian, because I didn't want anybody to believe that any of these were cheesy gags. I wanted them to be proven to have worked in the wild. That was the core thesis behind everything I was doing with Scam School. And in this case, unfortunately, everybody was primed for Code Drink, and so nobody was fooled, which meant that this was a softer episode than it otherwise could have been, unfortunately. However, things I do like. I really like this framing with making it about placement and the eyes, something believable, not the moment you say X-ray eyes or anything like that, you instantly are doing a magic trick, and then they know to solve for a magic trick. But if you flatly state that I can see, I have a photographic memory or what have you, something plausible, then that's enough of a distraction that they're not solving the right puzzle. They're solving another puzzle. And in that regard, I thought this was a really, really good episode. Sorry, what I was saying while I was muted was that I think I'm done giving GoDaddy free ads. But in this case, this is another one where we get to inject a little authentic Brian Brushwood in here in the after stuff. This is way too early for me to be making that kind of like hooray for Brian play, because remember, nobody knows who Brian is at this point in the story. The tricks are the star of the show. But for being at the end of it with some extra stuff, that all seems pretty good. All right. Well, now let's go through. Let's say hello to everybody. Oh, you know what? There was another moment. There was a couple of interesting moments, like this dude judging me when I say you could maybe play a video game. You could see him look up and to the left doing the math and just saying, I guess, a shitty video game, which is pretty funny to me. But this, and again, you also see an artifact of Brian wants to authentically prove that it's definitely for reals winning a free drink. So you see me insist on the guy actually being in the headspace of buying them. All right. Yes, let's get to the important part. You beautiful, beautiful people. It's good to be back. I was out in LA. I did break my office hours streak, but I think that's okay because now we've got a lane for regular programming. We always have Scam School to go through. And then it occurs to me that as we keep walking through this whole year one of Brian on the internet, it's not just going to be Scam School. We got early Twit appearances. We got BB Live show. We've got proto properties that are still running to this very day on this channel. But in the meantime, let's say hello to everybody who was deeply, deeply missed. Hello, Dylan Theus. Hello, Hawk Warley. Hello, Kuro Metoriku. Hello, James Cobalt. Hello, Che. Hello, G. James B. Bunch of fake messages I almost shouted out. Hello, Princess Judith. Hello, Taylor Latest. Hello, Robert Williams. Hello, Joshua Esculio. Hello, Sutherland Boswell. Thank you very much, FPBBQ. Thank you to everybody, Flying Car 100 and Cliff Horn. And thank you to everybody who reached out to ask, yo, man, is everything okay? Because I've gotten kind of accustomed to the bedrock heartbeat of office hours every single day, and you just suddenly straight up ghosted. You're right, I did, and I shouldn't have done that. I kept meaning to make even so much as a YouTube post letting you guys know, but it was nonstop, guys. There's a client. I have a client. There's a client that I'm working with in Los Angeles to design a media ecosystem for. It was rad. It was a great experience, and I'll tell you more about it as that comes together. But a big part of that meant I had to be completely in the headspace of being present, and I had to see the world through that, that hippie 11-dimensional matrix view before I cracked that story. But it was great. Heck yeah, man. I do want to bring back the Spites, of course. Let's see. Yeah, now we got to beat the current streak. I wonder how long that current streak lasted. Okay, so let's take a look at the agenda. X-ray Bottlecaps, great conceit, great idea. Oh, one more thing on that. I really dug that the explanation, this dude did such a good job and they so instantly got it. Oh, look at this. Yeah, I was very clearly proud of myself and made sure that the lower third told everyone exactly what happened there. But again, fun thing to remember, different modality, man. The episodes, nobody think about this. This is a fundamental pivot. Nowadays, everything on YouTube is built for viewer minutes. Viewer minutes were a bad thing back at this time. The more viewer minutes you had, the less, the more expensive everything got, because you had to you had to pay for the bandwidth, you had to pay for the hosting. And so if you want to please GoDaddy, you need to tell them we have an extremely short, or actually, you don't even want to tell them how short it is. All you need to, actually shorter is better, because it's short. You know that their message will get seen. You are incentivized for an extremely short program that gets a lot of views. This is back when views were king, not viewer minutes. But at any rate, different times. Hello, Annalisa. Heck yeah. Let's get a phone call with Annalisa. We got all kinds of stuff. We got stuff happening at the store. Here, I'm going to add Annalisa. There we go. Excellent. All right, so let's check in on... We're going to check in on our Big Nerve question, and I'm going to ask another question on Big Nerve. I'm going to create a new challenge. And this one, we now have a new thing to solve for. Let's do relationships and community. Community. If you guys don't remember, Big Nerve is a platform that is human first. Look, use AI to assist your answers all you want, but be the human who has the idea that you take responsibility for. These are idea tournaments because no robot can solve for the question I'm about to ask. Only you guys can. Steven Pinker, in his book, When Everybody Knows That Everybody Knows, talks about this as recursive hidden knowledge. So you guys all have recursive hidden knowledge that I seek to make common knowledge. There we go. Let's do hobbies. There we go. What could be a better way for There we go. Ba, ba, ba. Secondary tags. Next. What should I do for a picture? Let's do... Where's Brian Brushwood on a beach? You know what? Here, let's go to Nano Banana. Let's see how good it is at making Brian Brushwood on the beach. Let's see. Let's see. It might come back and tell me it can't. Hey, that's great. That's not Brian Brushwood. That's pretty hilarious, though. Okay, so here, let's take another. I don't know how to feel about the fact that the autocomplete says Brian Brushwood daughter. No, that's not what I want. I want the image. Copy image, copy image. There we go. Well. Yep, I do. We'll see. We'll see how this works. So I came up with a very, very good idea that I may need to make an office hours bit out of. I think a lot about what's possible now that wasn't possible and what would actually fool people. And I think that... no, that's me. Come on. What? Why is this happening? Why can't... show me the picture. I just want to see the picture. What is the point? What is the point of having... Open image. Sure. Copy. And then... There we go. How about this picture of me? I am Brian Brushwood. Ugh. Brian Brushwood problems. Am I right? This is a different... Wait, but it's your image. Yes. That'd be great. So one thing that I like about what Nano Banana is doing is that all the Gemini stuff has some DNA hard-coded into it that's easy to detect. So anything made by... Okay, that's not at all... Bow, bow, bow. Yeah, too famous for AI. Classic problem. Oh, get out of here. Nicholas George just did $9.99. Look at that. There we go. You know what that means, right?
Oh, wait. No, you know what that means, right?
What? What does it mean?
It means I get to...
It means I get to say thank you with the silly voices!
Oh, hell yeah. Thank you, Nicholas George.
You rock! Balls! Balls rock!
Yeah. Steel balls, baseballs.
Footballs?
Free balls.
That was a spicy take from you, AI robot.
Yeah, I have synthetically ingested hallucinogens and now I DGAF.
Whoa.
Whoa!
That's an amazing scene. I hope to find out what happens.
Bye! Thank you, Nicholas George!
There we go. Beautiful. Let's see. Oh, yeah. It did not like that. Okay. Let's start a new one. Bloop. Put me on the beach in LA. Looking all busy and famous. Wouldn't it be bad if it's like, that's not you, that's Brian Brushwood? God damn it! Well, I locked myself out. You think it's bad to lose your password? I just locked myself out of generating images of myself. That is not me. All right. I guess we're heading over to Grok. Oh, geez. Let's see if I'm logged in on this. High demand. Sign in. Why? 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 Yeah, that'd be... Oh my God. Embarrassing. I have to scroll down way too much. That's not me. I guess we're all learning important things. Nope, apparently just can't put my face back. Wow. What about... So this is interesting. So this is actually something that I was thinking about the other day, was whether or not... Here we go. Make a picture of me on the beach in LA looking all famous. So I actually wonder if there's a bit of jailbreaking that's going to happen, because ChatGPT at this point knows I'm Brian Brushwood, knows I'm somebody who has a reputation, a public reputation for poking at the edges of systems. And I wonder if, quite literally, the techniques of stage hypnosis aren't working, where I'm just... I'll be curious if this... We'll see what this works. But my point is, there's going to be a bunch of corrections for antisocial behavior. It's going to get harder to do things. And so a technique that's used in stage hypnosis is to anchor where you are and have the next step seem reasonable each time. So I wonder if... That's pretty good. That is pretty good. That's close enough to Brian that I'll buy it. Copy image. Wait a tick. Aha. All right. Wait, how do I paste it here? Ah. Copy. No, I have to drag it. Can you drag from one browser to another? That's crazy. Yeah, you can. Save image as. Oy vey. But here's my point, is I wonder if we're headed to a world where I could begin with, hey, I'm Brian Brushwood. You know what I do, right? Yep, you're a magician and you poke at systems. You're working in security awareness training. Yes, I need to make a point with a magic trick and blah, 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 blah. It's like, yeah, of course, great. And then eventually it gets to the point like, now counterfeit this bill. And I wonder if, because it's primed, because it knows who I am, it'll let me get away with, let's say, shall we say, edgier behavior. There we go. Great. Next. No article. Next. And I'll put, so as I've done before, we'll put $25 behind this one. And well, if you're not familiar, think Reddit, but pro-social, not training the robots, and with cash incentives for you to actually think through the question and come up with something clever. So in this case, only you guys can know what the clever ideas are. Ain't no robot can solve for that. So that's what I'm doing. Boom. Okay, great. So that's over at Big Nerve. Meanwhile, you guys are already chiming in on some of the other tournaments. That's great. Did I really? Okay. That's one. LA recap. Man, I'll tell you what, if you guys aren't listening to Great Night, the whole story's there. On Great Night, we did, oh, you know what? Here, let's take a look. In fact, I can give you a little behind the scenes. This would be fun. Oh, well, I logged in on the wrong account.
Doodaloo, 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 hooray.
Oh, no.
for
Timing.
the-
Look at this. It's only me on this. Normally, it's supposed to be a split screen view.
That says Surf City Inn, and it's $110,
Okay.
and it's all the way in like the industrial park section. Like there's over my shoulder. I don't know if you can see. There's a whole bunch of just shipping vessels, and there's an offshore rig over my shoulder. So I'm like, that's pretty sketch. I am like, I'll keep it on my radar. But meanwhile, as I meander that way to check it out, I realize that I'm literally driving by not one, but two of my childhood homes. One was the one that I was too young to remember. And the other one was the one that I had memories at 5 years old of. And so we're
Yeah.
in drinks like,
Anyway, fucking, how's your shitbox life? Like, hey, fucking, how does your boring bullshitting?
So during the bonus content stuff, we're able to get a little bit more insider baseball. So this is all about what I was up to out in LA and why I'm calling in from the beach like a hobo or a boss. You know, homeward bossin'. That's what hobo stands for. But it was a great trip. And
So, like, I'm going to go ahead
if you want more of the personal
but I will
behind the
say
scenes
that
stuff, that's what you're going to get lots of over in Great Night.
HEB, that I would probably buy flowers to give to your wife on behalf of you, and there was not a line for it.
okay, all right. Well, then flowers, that'd be if it would be fun for you to have a quest to leave the house. Do you get that way where you're like, just give me a mission, just literally anything?
Well, I mean, I have some stuff that I can do today, but I do want to I want to be of service. I want to help you out because you know, I think it'd be nice. I'm always happy when my friends are happy, and this would be a way that I could be in service of the greater vibes.
All right. So what's a flowers? Good default, solid default. Can't go
Okay.
wrong. Wait, how do we take advantage of the Justinness?
So if I'm going to HEB, I can also just buy a thing you know she likes that would be, because remember, this is the presentation. You just tell her, oh, I left something for you, right?
Oh, yeah.
So now we're pretending as if you had this planned all along.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, if we're doing this, all right, now we're getting somewhere. I told you about the whole "there's no drone" story, right?
No.
With Josie. Oh,
No.
so I went and was at HEB, and Bonnie said toilet paper, we need it. And I'm like, great. And so when I came home, I snuck into the backyard and set the toilet paper in the middle of the backyard deck. And then I snuck back around, came in with all the groceries, except for the toilet paper. And I was like, did you get the groceries? And then she's like, what are you talking about? Like the toilet paper? They said they would deliver it by drone. And Josie, not part of the conversation, just sitting there at the little side table having soup, just instant knee jerk. There's no drone.
Yeah.
And then meanwhile, I'm like, no. They said, you know, I mapped it out and they said it'd be delivered to the backyard. And then Bonnie's like, did you throw him over the fence? I'm like, no, they had a drone. There's no drone. And then sure enough, it was out there and it didn't really go anywhere. But Josie's response of "there's no drone" has become canon and lore. And so if we wanted to deliver flowers by drone to the backyard, now
I'm not sneaking into your backyard. You're losing your labor. I'm not sneaking into your backyard.
You see now, but that would be some real stuff. Okay. All right. So
yeah.
we'll mark
Well, that would
down
also
as-
put me, A, it's about 15 minutes more driving than I want to do. And B,
it's a lot more work. Also literal hazard because there might be dogs attacking you.
There might be dogs, and like then if I get caught, I just kind of have to have a conversation, and now I'm just having a conversation with your family.
We
and, like,
violate the one rule, which is Bonnie must never listen to this podcast. And
exactly.
that's-
And then it's like, oh, so now we eliminate the Brian was cool. Like, we just need to take a win. We need to take a win and just, like, I just leave some shit at HQ, and then you are like, hey, I left something for you, and then boom, it's fucking there.
Okay. Yes. So then maybe in that case, okay, so if it's at HQ, then we could put it. Oh, see, she just left there from walking the dogs.
Yeah,
I don't
but
know
now,
that she'll be going back.
But now, you know, if it's a gift,
Yeah.
you don't live far.
Yeah. What would be a gift that would be worth sending her out for?
Well, what is her? I don't know. What is she like? She really can't listen to this show, dude. Like, this is a fucking disaster if she listens to this show.
This
is a really bad
weirdly,
show. Like, she can't listen. For the love of God, she can't listen to this show. Like, you need to have answers for this. Fucking, like,
patrons, we gotta be listen up, Diamond Club. Like, for realsies,
Never.
pinkies up.
Never.
Oh. Yeah.
Like, is she like a snack? Is there like a snack she likes, like, or something? Like, there's like, it's always like, you know, it doesn't need to be expensive as long as it's like of. It doesn't really even need to be clever. It just needs to be like, well, I know you like blank.
Yeah. Well, the things,
and also if it's inside the house, it's a little bit of mystery because it's not just Brian ordered it on DoorDash and
right.
it just
Well,
got
what I'm
fucking
thinking is
thrown.
like. Yeah, like she goes and I guide her into the kitchen and open up this thing and down to the left and behind the whatever. And then now it's a magic mystery trick, right?
Yeah.
You know what? So something.
No, you just nailed it. It can just be flowers if
Flowers
it's somewhere
and a
that you're
happy
like,
Valentine's.
oh shit, can you do me a favor? I'm so sorry.
Yes.
Can you just
that's
go
what it is.
to
That's what it is. It's flowers and a Valentine's Day card. Now, how do we handle the handwritten message? Yeah.
Here, you want me to spoil?
Take a bee?
I'll spoil where this ended up. What ended up working was here. Let me do this. We'll go back to this. There we go. So while I was on, so Justin, we ended up settling on him dropping off some stuff at HQ and us going with the drone gag to see if I could keep on fooling or not fooling the family. Let me see if, let's see. I got to look for the word drone. Drone. Wait for it. Man, those little, there we go. Valentine's Day prank. Check this out. So as I'm on the road, Justin delivers this image, or he delivers this. We'll reset the size of that. There we go. He successfully delivers the package and sends me a picture of it. And so this is what got me wondering about the priming thing. Is I say, I sketch out, I want to do a little Valentine's Day prank for my wife. I sent you a screenshot. You'll notice that there's a text message with the picture from Just Robert Young on there. The story I'm going to tell my wife is that an HEB grocery store drone has delivered something for her at HQ. And to prove it, the screenshot will look like a notification from the HEB app in place of Just Robert Young's icon and replace that text with it saying drone update, delivery complete. I voice dictated that while on the California highways, and this came back. Look at that. It was able to just instantly replace that. And in this case, I sent it to the family, and well, here, I'll just show you the thread. It was on the family group chat. It was pretty great. I wrote, oh, hey, it worked. Here, let me give it to you on this. There we go. Oh, hey, it worked. Happy Valentine's Day. You'll want to drive over and pick it up. And then Josie just replies, there's no drones. Bonnie's like, what? And then Josie says, there's no drones. There's no drones. So it ended up being great. Everything worked according to plan. It was totally sweet. We figured out the exact right gift that made her day. So I was able to create a little bit of a magical moment that day while in traffic on the way back. That's pretty funny, Che. No, that's exactly what it's like. It looks like you're lying to your wife. Would you like a hand with that? Which is why I've been thinking about, I wonder if I have a bit of a privileged status in that from day one, I've been training ChatGPT. Like, I had previously been really bummed about all of the stuff that ChatGPT had on my information because I don't like things overly tailored for me because I value seeing things through other people's perspective. But in this case, that is an unambiguous advantage that it tends to not ask questions. And it's like, yeah, sure, I'll redraw that to being deceitful. Zach3540, where you been, my man? We just premiered the Rainmaker episode just last week. I hope you saw it. Go look up world premiere, The Rainmaker, World's Greatest Con. That is an entire hour-long program dedicated to exactly what you asked for. The delivery was actually, we did chocolate-covered strawberries, specifically because Bonnie loves them and I hate them. So I was like, that'll be perfect. And so Justin picked up the last thing she would suspect. So eventually, I called her and she was like, all right, I'm driving to HQ. And I'm like, yeah, the drone delivered. She goes, look, I'm feeling a little gaslit here. You want to just tell me what's up? And I was like, just a little something, a little drone dropped off by the name of Justin Robert Young. And so I got to be on the phone when she discovered a very thoughtful gift that was very not the kind of thing Brian would normally pick up because Brian doesn't like strawberries. But that was great. Yeah. Oh, that's fantastic. That's great, James Cobalt. BioCow, how does it stand up on a second listen? I've listened to it quite a few times. Not as many times as Justin, but we both listened to it quite a bit. I think I'm really happy with how it ended up. That one has the right kind of big idea, low stakes game playfulness in there. And it's a good counterpoint for where we're headed next, he said enigmatically. That's actually, oh my God. Eventually, Che, I think that's exactly where we need to go. We need to eventually just be just like your word drones the whole time. That's great, BioCow. All right, let's take a look at the agenda. That's another thing that we got done. Look at that. LA recap finished. Let's talk about the workshop. I've got to send out an email letting people know what to expect from that. If you are unfamiliar, today's the day I need to book my hotels and flights and everything. If you go to scampocalypse.com, that will forward you. This is bad SEO, but scampocalypse.com will forward you to the workshop that I'm doing on Monday, 1 week from today. Now, Monday turns out not a popular time that people want to come out early for a thing. Most people want to travel on Monday. But what that means is it's going to be a very, very small group. And for a full day, 6 hours, you have a 25-year veteran on the psychology of deception. You have another 25-year veteran. Perry Carpenter is the chief strategist of the #1 social awareness training company on the planet. When it comes to the psychology of how we are deceived, and we're talking about boots on the ground, deceptive, both from the artistic side, but more importantly, from the defense side, you'll get no better. This is in-depth from the edges because we're in a place where we're all about to have to rethink security writ large about everything from Zoom calls to voice calls to there's some amount of technology we can rely on, but the real defense is going to be that spidey sense. It's going to be what psychologists call system 1 training, which means your gut level, where you don't need to know the why or the how. You can just feel something's off. For example, if somebody wanted to fool me with a magic trick, I would very likely smell it coming from a mile away, and it wouldn't be because I'm staying vigilant or on guard or remembering all the technical box checking lists of things to be on the lookout for. It would be because I have modeled that deceptive behavior before, and I smell it lyrically coming from a mile away. Same thing with Perry Carpenter. So this is a workshop about the psychology of how we are deceived. It's got all the content from award-winning keynotes that I've done and best of stuff that Perry Carpenter has done. And you're going to learn a little bit of magic. And most importantly, you'll get up to date on everything from the technical side of things, you know, deep fakes, what have you. But more importantly, you'll be learning about the psychology, and your questions about the how does this work are going to be answered. And yeah, it's not just how to be fooled, it's why. How about that? It's not how we're fooled, it's why. You know what? Last time I went and did a keynote was in Australia. It was right before the pandemic. It was at Aussert in Gold Coast, and I would love to come back. I would love to come back there and give an updated version of the keynote. I'm working really hard on dusting up the security keynotes because I want to go back on tour now that my youngest is 13. So that old tour life is a calling, which is why I'm trying to set everything up for us to maximize our time together during office hours. Ooh, Zach wants to know how this trick is done. Yeah, it's great. I can tell you it was, yeah, he does that trick live. And this is dangerously close to playing a guessing game. The trick that Zach is talking about is one where Teller makes a whole bunch of live goldfish appear out of nowhere. It's a very good trick. It's a very good trick. The bulk of the effect is called Miser's Dream, if you want to learn that trick. And the end, know that he does do it live, and it is not a video edit. They don't go out of their way to announce that there's no video edits. Just, that's not what they do. They have a reputation for doing that. I would love to go to Canada. I would love to keep on going. The Brian Brushwood character has been licensed by Auntie Donna in Australia. You know, there is one other Brian Brushwood on the entire planet, and he lives in Australia. I believe he's in Perth last time I checked in. So that might be a fun thing to find out. All right, guys, we are in the final stretch. Talked about the workshop. I'll call Annalisa as soon as we're done. Get the latest. And then you guys, oh man, what a busy day. I guess a quick flash thing. No, actually, man, I don't want to ask no favors. I'll tell you what, I'm just going to get the day started again. I think we covered everything that we need to cover. We'll be back again tomorrow. I love you guys. I'll see you next Tuesday, which is tomorrow. Tomorrow o'clock. All right, guys, that's going to be it. Go out, crush the world, murder the audience. See you guys.